One of my dreams in life is to have a check mark next to my name on YouTube and social media. The kind that you get when you have 100,000 followers. It signifies that you are now so popular that people might want to impersonate you, and you need some kind of stamp that proves that you're really you. I've always felt like having that would make me feel a sense of accomplishment, make me feel like there's somehow now more importance and significance to my existence.
I slipped and fell at the grocery store and knocked down an entire shelf of canned beans in front of 15 people. This will haunt me for years. But it's okay. I have the check mark. I am not a complete failure of a person. Oh shit, I stepped on a Lego and I spilled tea all over the place. But it's fine. I have a check mark on Twitter. I have accomplished something in life. Damn it. I can't solve this fucking Sudoku. I'm a fucking failure. It's okay. I have a check mark. That means I'm still worth something to someone.
And sure, one might say that it's all crap, and the check mark certainly doesn't validate you as a person, and in essence it doesn't really mean anything. But that could be said for virtually any symbol of success. Badges, medals, titles, they all have as much significance as we choose to assign to them as a society or as individuals. For instance, I don't really care who won the gold medal in skiing at the Winter Olympics, because to me personally, that particular form of comparing humans to one another is pretty much irrelevant. But to millions of people, that is an immensely important symbol of recognition. It signifies that you worked really hard and were able to apply your skills well in competition. The check mark signifies that you did or are doing something that made a lot of people pay attention to you. But of course, I don't want to get the check mark because I slipped funnily on the ice, someone filmed it and everyone thought it was hilarious, and then a lot of people decided to follow me, so I got the minimum requirement for the check mark. No. Of course, at the core of my desire to have the check mark lies the desire to succeed at my art or entertainment skills to the point where a lot of people wanted to follow me because they want to see what I'm going to do next. And besides, there is just something really appealing about the idea of being so popular that you get the validation check mark. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is about external validation and how it affects my self-esteem. Perhaps, at least to an extent, it is. I've always struggled with an internal dichotomy of self-perception where part of me pretty much hates myself while another part of me thinks that I'm pretty awesome and everyone in the world needs to know that. So perhaps if I became popular enough that I get a validation check mark, it would sway me a bit more toward liking myself. And I know that there are people who believe that no one will love you until you love yourself. But I don't think that's true, and I think that's also a bit cruel, because there are people in the world who will probably never be able to love themselves because of certain experiences in their lives or simply how their brains work. But that doesn't mean that no one will ever love them. I don't think that self-love is a prerequisite to being loved. Besides, being loved by others can sometimes be the thing that can help you learn to love yourself. Plus, affection and approval from someone else can help you feel better about yourself. And of course, that's not always necessarily healthy, and you probably shouldn't fully rely on external validation to build up your self-esteem, but I also don't think it's inherently bad to feel better about yourself because other people appreciate you. I don't know if gaining a level of popularity would really cause me to love myself more, and I don't think that's really something that I'm after. But in truth, I live in a perpetual state of fear that everyone that knows me hates me, at least to some extent, and that to know me better is to love me less. So perhaps even if gaining enough popularity to become eligible for the checkmark didn't really cause me to love myself more, I would still be facing the fact that there are a lot of people who find me interesting or appealing or entertaining enough that they want to follow me. And maybe that wouldn't really change my self-perception much, but at the very least, it would probably help lessen the fear that everyone hates me. And I probably don't really need the check mark for that. It's more just about there being enough people who care enough about me to get me to the check mark. The check mark is just a symbol, a checkpoint, if you will. And maybe that wouldn't really improve my self-esteem all that much, but it would be a good start. Thank you for watching.
I don't know if you can tell on this crappy camera, but I did actually spill tea all over the place. Multiple times. Didn't actually step on a Lego, though. I don't own a Lego.